On today's episode of Hootworthy, I got to talk to Natalia, GCA's 2023 Valedictorian. We talked about what winning that award meant to her, what makes her her, and her plans after graduation. Enjoy the show. Natalia, thanks for coming on the show. 12th grader GCA, and you're here because you are the 2023 GCA Valedictorian. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Winning this award, what does it mean to you?
Really, I'm just so honored to be on here, first of all. But winning this award, for me, it's just all of my time and effort and dedication and the long nights and the hours spent on Friday nights doing group projects. It's paying off. It's just all of that dedication, and I'm just so glad that I've had a chance to be at GCA for this to happen. I'm thrilled, honestly.
That's awesome. No, it's hard work paying off is huge, and you have something to show for it. Now you're like, oh geez, makes it a little bit worth it. But congratulations. It's a huge achievement. But switching gears a little bit, what would you rate 10 out of 10? If you're like, this is the thing that I just think is the best thing ever. What is it?
Okay. I would rate 10 out of 10 scuba diving.
Scuba diving?
Yeah, I'm scuba certified, and I just feel like scuba diving is one of the coolest things that you can do. Being underwater, seeing the diverse marine life and all of the amazing creatures under there. It's truly incredible. I really enjoy scuba diving. It's amazing.
No way.
Yeah.
So when you say scuba diving, that's like you got the tank on and you're going way down.
Yeah.
What's the furthest down you've ever scuba dove or scuba dived?
Whatever.
Okay.
Dove.
Both
Yeah,
ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So last week I was actually we were driving down to Fort Lauderdale for me to do some diving for spring break.
Okay.
But on the way we stopped at the Blue Grotto. So I didn't know how deep I was going. I was really dark, and I was relying on my dive buddies for flashlights. And we get back up, and they're like, "Oh, so we went down to 94 feet." And I was like, "Oh, 94?
No way.
I thought we were at 60.
That's the deepest.
Yeah. So 94
and it's
feet.
super dark.
Oh yeah, we were kind of doing cave diving. I got to the point where it's if you value your life, turn back now. And I was like, epic.
Way. Did you keep going, or
No,
you were I'm out?
I value my life. No, but it was very cool.
So did you see anything down there, or it was just totally dark?
Well, it's grotto. You have the fish and that kind of stuff, but that was more of just kind of cave diving, going pretty deep.
Yeah.
In oceans, I see a lot of cool stuff around the reefs and marine life. Yeah.
Awesome. So this is kind of have you been doing this a long time? When did you get certified?
Sure. So I actually got certified last July.
Okay.
So I'm at 20 dives or something like that.
Cool.
I don't know.
And does that mean that you can do it by yourself?
No, that's dangerous.
Okay, so you do it always.
Yeah, you need a buddy.
Somebody.
You can get certified if I go by yourself, but that's also, do you value your life kind of situation.
What makes it more dangerous to go by yourself? Is it tank malfunctions? What is it?
There's so many things, honestly. Your tank could malfunction. You could run out of air. That's why you have dive buddies. You're do I have air? You got to learn all the signals. It's do I have somebody kind of watching my back?
Wow.
I don't know. There's a lot of things that could go wrong. It's dangerous, but not really if you're safe and you have a buddy.
Cool. Have you seen what's the biggest animal you've seen? You seen some sharks while you're out there? Because I could never scuba dive. No way. Crazy. I find it hard to take baths. That's how afraid of sharks I am.
Oh,
so
gosh.
all right, have you seen some sharks out there?
I haven't seen a shark. That's my goal. I want to dive with hundreds. You can do that in Mexico. That's the dream. Seriously. So cool.
Sounds like a nightmare.
But largest thing I've seen, probably a really big snook. Just going by, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so fast, and it's in the distance. I'm like, is it a shark? And it's no, it's a fish.
I'm gonna act like I know what a snook is.
Okay. It was huge, giant snook.
Giant snook.
Yeah.
All right. So scuba diving, what a cool, I imagine that's a hobby as well, and a cool rate. I wasn't expecting 10 out of 10 on scuba diving. That's so neat. But switching gears here, who is one of your role models and why? Who do you look up to?
Okay, this is going to be a bit cliche,
It's
but
okay.
I
We love cliches.
really look up to Taylor Swift. Like, she's an icon, okay?
You got me with Taylor Swift.
I know.
I wasn't expecting Taylor Swift. That's good. I love it.
But she's like an icon for like
Sure.
female empowerment, and
Yep.
she has so many relatable songs, and she's just like so classy. Like everything
Right.
she does is with charisma, and I don't know. I really look up to her. I think
Sure.
she's incredible.
Taylor Swift. Have you ever wondered though, is it really them or is it her? You know, like with all these broken relationships, you got to look in the mirror, right? Because could it be Taylor? Maybe.
I don't know.
We're just kidding.
Conspiracy
Taylor.
theories.
It's not Taylor. It's them. So, she's been super successful.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes a ton of sense. T Swift. And listen, like I like some songs. Okay,
Okay.
I like some.
Closeted Swiftie, maybe.
Right. Yes. I'm in the front row of all the concerts.
Okay.
Everyone. That's me. So, what motivates you to work hard? Because winning Valedictorian, you had to put long hours in, and you had to probably sacrifice playtime for work time. And so what motivated you to do that? I imagine as well, like scuba diving is probably something that you had to work hard at to become certified. So what is in that Natalia DNA that says, you know what, I wanna work hard?
Yeah, that's very right. What motivates me to work hard, honestly, is like my passion for traveling and being insanely adventurous. Like, I just want to do so many things in the world. There's only like 195 countries, and I want to travel to at least like half of them.
Only
like, yeah.
Right, you want to travel to half of them, so that's like a goal.
Oh yeah.
You're like, but your bucket list is you got to cross off half of them.
Oh yeah, there's so much you can do. Like, I want to live life to the fullest, and to be able to do that, I'm like, I want to work hard and pursue my dreams to be able to have that as like a result.
Oh man. Okay, so are you saying like travel as pleasure, so you know you need resources to do that, or travel as like a job, or maybe a little bit of both?
Okay, so in the ideal world, traveling as a job and working remotely, amazing. I would love to do that.
Right.
It's more realistic that that would be like the reward for working hard.
Sure.
Be able to do that as pleasure.
You're right. You can go travel.
Yeah.
Do you have have you visited any countries already yet? Like, which ones have you knocked off? Checked off?
So I'm fortunate enough, my parents have taken me a couple of places. So we've gone to like Costa Rica, France, Italy. Nice. We were supposed to go to Portugal and do like a whole thing there, but COVID kind of ruined it.
Right.
I don't know. I'm really fortunate. I really want to travel so many places.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, you could just like go South America and knock all those.
Oh
out,
yeah,
you know,
so
just
many.
all at once. Knock out the Western Hemisphere.
Oh yeah.
Just all in one go, all in one trip. So, is your hobby scuba diving, or is there another hobby that you really enjoy that you do?
I have a lot of hobbies, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
But another one I really like doing is cooking and baking.
Cooking and baking.
Yeah, like I feel like with baking, you can be super analytical, measuring stuff super precisely. And then with cooking, you can be like really spontaneous and kind of creative with what you're making. I like doing like fusion kind of mashups with different ethnicities and cultures of food.
Yeah.
Like I've done Southern chicken and waffles, but instead it's like Thai chicken with coconut lime waffles, like that kind of stuff. Like I love doing that.
How did that turn out?
It's really good, honestly. Yeah.
Because I love chicken and waffles.
Like a spicy kind of sweet chicken that you put on top of like those amazing. I
could get down with that.
Yeah.
Did you make that up, or did you see that somewhere?
I made it up.
Like on some Instagram post or
No,
something?
I made it up.
That's you. You were like,
my ideas.
Hey, your idea. So these fusions you come up, these are yours. You don't see them on the internet that are like, hey, you got to try this recipe.
I mean, there's inspiration, but I mean, like, I love creating stuff.
So cooking, baking, what's something that you baked recently that turned out just awesome?
I really like making pies and bread. Recently, I made like a pie. You can do like the fancy lattice crust and kind of braid it. I don't know. I like that because it's like art.
You make your own crust.
Of course.
Oh man.
It's the way to do it.
Why didn't we bring any pies?
I know, I should have brought a pie.
I need some pies.
Yeah, pies are great. And it was Pie Day recently too, I'm just saying.
Did you make a pie for Pie Day?
Of course.
And it was that one?
Of course.
What pie did you make? Okay.
Yeah, it was like a triple berry pie with like blueberries, raspberries, blackberries.
What's your
good
favorite
stuff.
pie?
Cherry. Triple berry. I don't know, they're all good.
Let me ask you this. Is Boston cream pie a pie or a cake?
Well, that's like major questions.
It is. It's a big debate if Boston cream pie is a pie or a cake.
It has a pie in its name.
It does.
But is it a pie?
But the consistency and texture of
like
it seems like a cake. See, so I fall on it's a cake. But there are other people that say it's a pie.
I agree.
The consistency of it seems
Names
like
are
it's more
deceiving.
cake. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's something that they're lying to us about.
I don't know.
They want us to believe it's a pie, but it's not. It's actually a cake. So you like cooking, you bake, you scuba dive. Any other hobbies that you're doing? I believe you did something with the peace poem. Do you like a little poetry writing?
Yeah.
You enjoy artsy kind of stuff in that regard?
I really enjoy writing poetry.
Yeah.
Anything that allows me to be creative and kind of like express myself.
Tell me about that peace poem, because last year, right? Didn't you win?
I did.
Something?
Yeah. So it was for the Martin Luther King Peace Poetry Competition. So I submitted my entry. I ended up winning for the school. I was really excited about that. So they had a whole award ceremony. I was brought down there, able to recite my poem. Amazing.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Cultivating peace. Plant seeds of peace in your heart. Water with kindness as a start. Catch love from the sun's glow to let the plants flourish and grow. Nurture your garden so the plants become tall, spreading their peace and equality to all.
Where did you go? Where was this?
Sure. It was right in their their rose garden.
Oh, yeah.
So like celebrating all of the different kinds of peace throughout the world, and they had all the plaques and everything down there.
The plaque. So wait, is your poem there?
It is. It should still be there, yeah.
No way.
I'm excited. Yeah, so
cool.
Check out my plaque.
Yeah, so if you go there, you can see the plaque.
Uh-huh.
And did they say like how long it's going to be there? Did you see like from years past people's other poems there?
So I believe they take it down after a year just to like put up the new poems for the kids that are winning. So I'm up there for a year up until May-ish.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you got to go get that plaque before
I know.
They're just going to throw it out. You got to go.
I don't know what happens to them.
Hopefully they'll send it your way.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Go there and be like, hey, here's my plaque. So
yes, please.
Thinking about the award at GCA and these types of things, what did you enjoy about being a student at GCA?
Honestly, there's so many advantages to GCA. I feel like the main one, though, is just the flexibility and the opportunity to do dual enrollment. Like the GCA, you can kind of do your classes, move on with your work, get ahead if you want, but everything's super flexible, and then you're able to do the dual enrollment, so college as well as your high school. And with dual enrollment, I've been able to like amass 60 college credits while still in high school. I know.
Would you say it again for the people in the back? 60?
60. Over 60, yeah.
That's like half.
I know.
How many do you need for like 120?
Yeah, so I'm going to go to college and transfer as like a junior.
Wow.
I know.
So tell me a little bit about the dual enrollment program. Like sell me on it. If there are some students that are like thinking about dual enrollment, tell me a little bit about your dual enrollment experience. So did you start when you were in 9th grade then?
I did, but it's a little tricky.
Okay.
Because you have to like do joint enrollment, so they don't quite pay for funding. But as soon as you're in 10th grade, you get 30 free credits paid by Georgia. So I mean, like, what's not to love?
Absolutely.
Incredible. But you can take classes, and they also account for high school graduation requirements.
Oh, right on.
So it's like hitting two birds with one stone. Why not do it? You're getting the introduction to college level coursework. Amazing.
Why would you want to do that to the birds though, Natalia?
Oh, that's true.
Why do we do that?
Sorry.
Let's not hit them with
okay, I don't want to hit them with stones.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. So you amassed all these credits. Does it have to be like a local college? Did you do it online? Like, could you choose which college you went to? Which one did you go to?
Sure. So I started at Valdosta State
Okay.
just for like some general education stuff,
Sure.
and then I transferred to Columbus State, and this is all online,
Sure.
just to do some computer science coursework, kind of see what I like.
Right on.
Yeah, you can do it at
Okay.
local colleges, but they're a little picky. I don't know. Sometimes they're like, you have to be 16 to go on campus.
Okay.
I don't know. They have some
There's just
stuff.
requirements.
Yeah,
But
I did
online,
online.
it's easier.
Mhm.
Well, it makes sense because you're doing
I know.
GCA online.
Online
anyways.
everything.
Yeah, online everything. Why not? So dual enrollment's been huge for you at GCA. So I'm guessing I'll know this answer to this question because it might have something to do with dual enrollment, or maybe it won't. But if you could give one piece of advice to students at GCA and you knew they were going to follow it,
Okay.
what would you tell them?
If I could give one piece of advice to students at GCA, I would say to explore stuff outside of just your academics. Like get involved with organizations or clubs or sports, community service,
Cool.
just so you can explore yourself, like to see what you like to do and kind of explore your own passions.
Sure.
And I feel like GCA does that really well. They have like their
Yeah.
community days and then their monthly kind of events or virtual
Right.
stuff. I don't know. Participate in that. Kind of see what you're
Yeah.
interested in because you'll never know unless you try.
Yeah. What sort of organizations or things were you involved in?
Yeah, so I did cross country and swimming. Like I've done that for a while. I stopped last year because my college work was getting a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, but I did some community service.
Oh, cool.
I created websites for local businesses, kind of helped them get up and running.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you just do it all. You're basically Taylor Swift.
Oh, thank you.
of
That's
GCA.
the best compliment.
That's who you are.
Oh, thank you.
So, what are your plans after GCA? Where are you going to school? Where did you get in? And then, kind of the 5-year plan. Give me that. Like, what are you doing after GCA?
Okay, so first question. After GCA and graduating, I'm starting at Georgia Tech in the summer, though.
Oh,
in
go
June.
Jackets.
Yeah,
All right.
amazing.
All of the dog fans are going to be yelling at us, but
Oops.
that's fine.
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm starting in the summer in June for their challenge program, getting
Awesome.
acquainted with college, taking up classes,
Oh, cool.
making some friends, and then in the fall, I'm going to start and major in industrial engineering.
Industrial engineering. So are those the people that like build bridges or what?
So it's a little
Skyscrapers, stuff
different.
Like
They're
that?
like the efficiency people. Like
Okay.
they're not really builders. They're like, see these processes. What can we do to optimize them, make them more efficient? And you have like some tie-ins to computer science. So I'm
Okay.
like, I kind of want to minor in computer science as well.
Oh, cool. So what would be the ideal scenario 5 years from now? Or where's Natalia 5 years from now?
That's okay.
Are you graduated tech? Do you have a master's degree?
Gotcha.
What's your dream like entry job that you're going into? Like, what is that? Are you doing something for an industrial engineer firm? That sort of stuff.
To be quite honest with you, I'm like, I don't know what I could tell you. I want to be
Yeah.
graduated from Georgia Tech, have that bachelor's.
Right.
But in terms of jobs, I'm like, that's kind of why I'm going to college, to like
Okay.
see what I want to do,
Yeah.
what fields. But like
Yeah.
one thing I definitely know is that I'm an adventurous person.
Yeah,
Like
you
my
are.
ultimate goal is like, I have this thing called 5 for 5. So like
Okay.
5 bucket list things I want to do within like the next 5 years.
There it is.
Yeah.
So in 5 years, you got them all knocked off.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah.
One's like skydiving in Dubai. Another one is
Okay.
scuba diving in Bonaire. I want to go rappelling down a waterfall,
Okay.
wingsuit flight, and then hot air balloon rides Portugal.
Nice.
I know.
That's so specific.
I know, it is
And
specific.
You might be an adrenaline junkie a little
Oh,
bit.
I
Has
am.
anyone told you that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all about it.
Of course.
You could knock out some of those at once. You could be like in the hot air balloon. Oh wait, no, you're specific for locations.
Yeah.
Because you could be in a wingsuit in the hot air balloon.
That's
and then jump
true.
off, and then from the wingsuit scuba dive. You could knock out 3. You could like zip
yeah.
in. Like maybe if you want to spitball, brainstorm that later. We can try and figure
All
it
right.
out. Don't be specific to the location.
That's
You could
true.
just knock them out all at once.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
Well, Natalia, thanks for coming on the show again. Thanks for representing GCA so well. We are so proud of you, Valedictorian, over here for 2023. But any shout outs you want to give before you peace out?
Gotcha. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on the show. So glad to represent GCA.
Love it.
Definitely want to give out some shout outs because I have had an amazing dual enrollment counselor, Mrs. Rose. She's like one of the best people ever. She's been so
Mrs. Rhodes?
Rose.
Rose.
As in like the flower.
The flower, got it. Mrs. Rose. Right on, Mrs. Rose.
Yes.
All right.
She's been so supportive with me every single step of the way.
Awesome.
Truly, she's an incredible woman.
Awesome.
And then I have a 9th grade physical science teacher, Mrs. Newman.
Mrs. Newman.
She's one of the best teachers I've ever had.
Awesome.
I'm still using everything I've learned in her class, my organic chemistry class right now.
Right on.
She's incredible.
Cool.
Yeah, but
Right
I've had
on.
so many great teachers and staff that have helped me along the way at GCA, but those are some of the 2 amazing ones.
Awesome. And family, of course.
Of course, yes. So
Yeah,
supportive.
Yeah, shout them out. Well, again, thanks so much for coming on the show, Natalia. We can't wait to see what you do after GCA. Go Jackets.
Yes.
And, we know you're going to kill it.
Thank you so much. I
thanks for
appreciate
coming on.
it.
Yes.